You're a man on a mission, a Stoic carved from discipline, purpose, and an unyielding drive to build something greater than yourself. Your heart beats for progress, your mind sharpens with every challenge, and your soul hungers for a life of meaning. But out there in the chaos of modern dating, lurk women who don't just test your resolve, they threaten to unravel it. These aren't cartoon villains twirling mustaches. They're subtle, seductive, and sometimes sweet, but their presence in your life can erode your foundation like rust on steel. The wrong woman doesn't just break your heart. She dulls your sword, scatters your focus, and drags your kingdom into the dirt. Here's the truth, brother, laid bare in vivid detail. 8 types of women who'll wreck your mission and why you, as a Stoic, must spot them, sidestep them, and keep marching toward your throne. Picture her first, the option dealer. She's got that spark in her eye, but it's not just for you. You catch her glancing at him, some guy across the room, her touch lingering a second too long on his arm. Later, her phone buzzes with drunk texts to who knows who. You want loyalty, the kind that's sacred, unshakable, a bond forged in mutual respect. To her, loyalty's a suggestion, a nice idea she'll entertain until a better option winks at her. You're not paranoid, you're observant. You see the way she keeps her doors cracked open, never fully committing, always hedging her bets. She's not building a castle with you, she's browsing the market, weighing her options like a trader playing the stock exchange. You, the Stoic, know devotion is non-negotiable. Your heart isn't a casino and you don't play games with trust. A woman who treats loyalty like a buffet choice isn't your queen. She's a tourist in your life, and tourists don't stay. Then there's the dream killer, the one who makes your ambition feel like a burden. You open up raw and real about your goals. Maybe it's the business you're grinding to launch, the book you're writing, or the legacy you're crafting. She doesn't cheer. She sighs. Her eyes roll, her lips curl into a smirk. "Why are you so intense?" she says, like your fire is a flaw. Your growth scares her. A man who's climbing, evolving, becoming something greater threatens her cozy little world. She wants you predictable, contained, a lion pacing in a cage she can manage. Your dreams? They're inconvenient. A reminder she's not the center of your universe. She'll nudge you to stay small, to settle, to trade your vision for Netflix, nights in complacency. But you weren't born to stagnate. Purpose is your pulse, the rhythm that keeps you alive. A Stoic doesn't just chase dreams. He builds them, brick by brick, and the woman at his side should hand him the mortar, not a wrecking ball. Next up, the subtle slicer. She's sharp as a blade, witty, charming, the kind of woman who lights up a room. But every sentence she speaks is laced with venom. 6 figures. Must be nice, she quips when you talk about your hustle. Free time. Wish I had that luxury, she says, her smile tight as a trap. She doesn't yell or throw tantrums, she doesn't need to. Her sarcasm cuts deeper than any scream, slicing your confidence in public while she bats her lashes. You start doubting yourself not because you're weak, but because she's a master of manipulation, a surgeon with words. She humiliates you in front of friends, then plays it off as a joke. You're too sensitive, she'll say, and you'll wonder if she's right. She's not. A Stoic's peace is his power, a fortress he's built through years of discipline. This woman doesn't just chip away at it, she dynamites the walls. You don't need her approval, but you do need her absence. Peace isn't cheap, and she's too expensive to keep. Now meet the emotional void, the woman who's not a partner but a shadow. You show up with flowers hoping to spark a smile. She shrugs. You plan a weekend getaway, picturing laughter and connection. She's busy. No explanation, no enthusiasm. There's no warmth in her eyes, no energy in her touch. She's not hurt or healing, she's just gone. You're not dating a woman. You're chasing a ghost, pouring your heart into a void that swallows it whole. You try harder, thinking, maybe it's you, maybe you're not enough. Stop. A Stoic loves deeply, leads fiercely, builds with passion. You're a fire, and you need a woman who adds fuel, not one who smothers you with ice. She's not withholding because she's complex. She's absent because she doesn't care. You deserve a partner who matches your intensity, not a zombie who drains it. Then there's the soul crusher, the one who takes aim at your core. You talk about your faith, your beliefs, the principles that anchor you, discipline, virtue, honor. She doesn't just disagree, she mocks. A scoff here, a smirk there, a cutting remark about how old-fashioned or naive you are. Your strength, the man you're becoming, intimidates her. She wants you to fold, to dilute yourself, to trade your values for her approval. A Stoic spirit is his compass, guiding him through storms to greatness. She's not a guide, she's poison, seeping into your soul to weaken it. You don't need her to kneel beside you in every battle, but you damn sure need her to respect the war you're fighting. A woman who ridicules your purpose isn't a partner, she's an enemy in disguise. Enter the chaos queen, the human hurricane. Every day is a crisis, a bad text, and she's screaming. 5 minutes late, and she's threatening to leave. She blocks you, unblocks you, swears she loves you, then calls you a monster in the same breath. You're not her man. You're her emotional punching bag, dodging blows you didn't sign up for. Your life becomes a battlefield, not for glory but for survival. A Stoic endures storms, but he doesn't marry them. You need calm to strategize, to build, to thrive. She's not a challenge to conquer, she's a war you'll never win because she thrives on the fight. Cut her loose and reclaim your sanity. You don't need a girlfriend, you need a shield. Then there's the soft control queen, the one who rules without raising her voice. She's sweet, almost too sweet, with a smile that feels like a trap. Everything seems fine, until you step out of line. One mistake and she punishes you with silence, a cold shoulder that chills your bones. She doesn't yell, she withholds, using guilt trips and strategic withdrawal like weapons. Sex becomes a reward, affection a bargaining chip. You don't even notice you're bending, obeying, shrinking to keep her happy. She doesn't dominate with force, she conquers with comfort, and before you know it, you're on your knees. Not because you love her, but because she's rewired your instincts. A Stoic bows to no one, not even a siren. Your freedom is your crown. Don't let her steal it. Finally, the comfort trap. The woman who plays dumb but always gets her way. She's soft, delicate, the kind of sweet that feels like a warm blanket, but somehow every decision tilts in her favor, if you comply. She uses her softness like a net, her vulnerability like bait. You make one wrong move, and she retreats, leaving you with guilt or the silent threat of losing her. She doesn't fight. She manipulates, weaving a web so subtle you don't see it until you're stuck. A Stoic builds empires, not cages. You're meant to lead, to carve your path, not to tiptoe around her feelings. Her comfort is a prison, and you're too big for its walls. Here's the raw truth. Dating the wrong woman isn't just a heartbreak, it's a betrayal of your mission. It shatters your focus, corrupts your peace, and derails the man you're meant to become. You're not here to save anyone, to fix their wounds or soothe their chaos. You're here to build a kingdom, to forge a legacy that echoes beyond your lifetime. The right woman doesn't dull your blade, she sharpens it. She doesn't mock your fire, she fuels it. She doesn't stand behind you with a dagger, she stands beside you, ready for the fight. You, the Stoic, don't avoid women, but you must avoid weakness. Some women are weakness wrapped in perfume, their charm a mask for the chaos they'll unleash. Stay vigilant, brother. Your throne isn't a bargaining chip and your soul isn't a pawn. Never trade your purpose for a kiss, your peace for a fleeting touch. The world is watching, and your kingdom is waiting. If this hits you where it hurts, don't just nod and move on, act. Smash that subscribe button like it's a blood oath. Join the tribe where men sharpen men, where we forge warriors, not wanderers. Drop a like, share this with a brother who needs to hear it, and let's keep building. The battle's not over and neither are you. See you in the next fight, Sovereign.